welcome back, guys. As you can see, I've done some more progress on the wall. I'm just waiting for night so that we can go back over. Today, we are going to be working on layout of the actual village, like getting some what do you call them, posts, like the post and framework down. So I'm going to be using just oak posts and probably just cobblestone initially for the actual framework. I should have plenty of oak posts over there actually. Just to lay it out so that we have an idea of where to go. And I'm trying something a little bit different with my mic. I don't know how it's going to sound really. I didn't get a chance to do any testing. I'm hoping it sounds okay. I've also noticed that there's a lot of high encoding sitting over there, which means we're getting some choppiness. And I do apologize for that. It's early in the morning, guys. Like 7:30 in the morning. I know, YouTuber that gets up early. So weird. Right, so because of the putting in the layout and stuff, that is really annoying. Why is it such high encoding? It's not like there's... See, it even did that when I went into just that. Let's turn this to fast. And, I don't know, clouds are already on fast. Maybe that might help. Is my computer doing something? No, it's not. It just wants to be a dink. I hate it when it does that. See, it's still doing the high encoding there. I'm sorry, it's OBS. I hate the fact it does it, but I can't really stop it. My computer's not impressive enough to do so. But anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're essentially gonna do this. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab any of the I didn't grab any of these oak logs. Because what I want to do is put all three up. That way we can just build the rest of the building when we get to it. Obviously the road needs to be shifted a bit because it's supposed to come right over against the building. But instead it'll shift and probably come right between the two buildings. The next building we want to build is probably over here. I don't want to put them super densely packed, just because. So we need, that would be a walking path, then it sticks out one, and then it would be like there. And that would stick out to about here, this one sticks out there. That gives plenty of room to walk in front of. See, our biggest problem is the villagers. We need to make sure that the villagers are capable of walking around them. Because if they get stuck on them, then they can't go inside. 3, 4, 5. Oops. Miss. I've also done quite a bit of work on the wall. I think I mentioned that already. I've gotten the wall completed to there. From that side of the where the bridge is going to be, all the way around to there. All I need to do is put on the top cap and all the little rivets, the stone button rivets, and that'll make it be 100% finished. It's a tedious process. So there's another house. I'd love to put another one here, but I'm thinking we might instead have this into crop field effect. We might take, I don't have any coarse dirt or anything. I don't really want to use sand, because I'm just going to end up tilling it anyways. I'll use a shovel, that's what I'll do. Because I'll have to, I wonder if you can till dirt. Let's see, how big do we want it? Let's make it directly across from this one. We'll have a water source here. That will give us a decent amount of area around it. That's like the tiniest one we could do. Right? And then we could move over. We have 1, 2, and then we could put another water source here. I don't necessarily need it to be super efficient. Obviously, we'd have to fix that. I didn't actually mean to take that out. But we'll have to fix those. My shovel's is going to break. It's only efficiency. It's not all that important. There it goes. No, don't close the door in my face. Let's just make another, or 2, cheap shovels. Boop. Thank you. Nice cheap shovels. See, I want to make it so that they are self-contained. They can grow their own food and whatnot. Right? And then we'll put one more little... That's probably plenty for like the first one, actually, now I think about it. Because it's actually a fairly decent amount of space. We can probably put a house right next to it. Because we can put... we would need to be here so that we can get around it. So it'd be 1, then we go 1, 2, 3, and then we put the next one there. We're going to run really close to the edge here. But that's okay. We can... It'll be retaining walled anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. We'll put the door there. We'll go like that. There we go. Then what we can do is, let's see, so that gives us what, 4 houses. We also have to remember to make enough, to leave enough room to allow for, what do you call them, the extra doors. Does that make sense? The sunken doors, to make it so that each house represents 1 villager instead of 1/3 of a villager. Okay, so, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Come across here, and then over to here. Probably put another house, like, almost right up against this one. So, like, this is where the house would come down to, and then we'd have to have a space, and the closest we could go is there. How much space do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11. So we can move it over a bit. Let's move it over 1 more. Just so there's 2 in between. 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, we'll put... This will be the first set that actually kind of looks like a row house. I didn't want to do a lot of row houses, but they're not right up against each other, so it's more of just like mimics. We have to decide which one of these is going to be the farmhouse. I kind of want that one to be the farmhouse, because it is right next to it. It is theoretically the closest one, because when you put it out there, it means it's going to be 2 blocks away, whereas this is across the road. But of course, across the road could be come out, do the farming. Either way, we'll figure it out. And I might change the shape of this, obviously, make it look a little bit more natural. Like, there's no reason to have these 3 not farmed. Then we could go like that. Maybe even trim it that way a bit. Break that up so it's not so basic. Maybe even remove this one. Just so it looks a little bit more natural look to it. Right? Which actually made it still look fairly regular, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's continue with this. So we can't put one down. We can put one down there, but we can't put one up on top anymore. So this will probably become a garden space as well, like maybe a sitting area and stuff. I don't want too many crop fields. Like I'll probably have 1 there, 1 on each of the 3 levels, maybe 2 in this big one because it's the largest level. So the road continues to here. So let's put another house down here, but let's turn it sideways. That will not allow us to do it because of that one. So we have to move it over 1 more. To there? Yeah, so now we can get 1 by it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stack these up to 3. These are probably all not going to be made out of cobblestone, just using it because it's a nice indicator. Gets a nice realistic view or feel for it. Because when you just put the posts, it kind of feels a little, I don't know, it feels a little hollow. Like you don't get the real spatial feel of when you're walking through it. Because if it's just posts, it's just a bunch of posts, it's kind of confusing. But this way, when you're coming through the hole, that'll change, don't worry. I just did it straight out. Over by, obviously, this because this is going to be all bridge. This side's going to have a lot of stone, just straight stone retaining. So I decided to try and match it. So this will get the same replacement right around there. It'll become all stone. But anyways, when you have them set up as pillars and stuff, it gives a realistic feel for how it's going to look, or how realistic indication of how it's going to feel, like how tight and how clustered and stuff it's going to feel. Especially considering there's no way over there, so this is going to be like cobbled and then you go down, right? Now we're not going to be able to come right down there, so we'll probably end up coming down here instead, but we'll move all the torches later. And then this area can become garden space. And then we can put a couple over here as well. So let's put, we'd have to move over one, so that we can get pie. We'd have to move over a lot more than one. Because I need to be able to get past that one there. So let's see. I don't want to be able to walk out onto the house. So if we go there, we should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Perfect. And then we go 1, 2, 3. Puts us really close to that wall. But we should be fine. Even doing this uses quite a bit of actual cobble. Then we want another house pretty close. So that's where it overhangs. So we go 1, 2, overhang next one. And we can go there because it overhangs 1. We'll be right up against the wall. But I think we're going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting dark, so let's go sleep. We still have a couple minutes left, so we should be able to lay out that house, maybe another house. And then it's gonna be pretty much the episode. Not a huge amount of progress will be made, but laying out houses is helpful because it means I can actually start to build them and not have to worry about them. I'm pretty sure you can probably hear that, but that's my computer freaking out. I don't have any cooling. I don't have my cooling pad plugged in right now. Trying to see if I can't get 15 minutes out of it without requiring it. It's all about tweaking, making it more, I don't know, useful, helpful, better for you. But the laptop seems to be a little loud. Okay, so that gives us another one there. We should need to get a crop field in here before we get too tight over there. We can make this one into the farmhouse, I guess. Because we have 1 there, 1, 2, and then this would be as far as over as we want. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Where would we want? Let's put the dirt or the water hole there. That would make it that size. And then we can do the same thing where we just move it out a bit. Put the water hole here. This goes 1, 2, 1, 2. And this would all get filled in anyways because we'd be able to reach it. Just over 1 more. So that's the basics of it. It's a nice little farm plot. Because I want them all the way through. Because no guarantee which house the villagers are going to take. So I want to make sure there's plenty of room for it. I need to get rid of all of this. Anyways, that's pretty much time. Next episode we'll continue laying out some of these foundations and get them all set up. Yeah. So I guess I'll see you when I see you.